Inspiring LeBron James quotes about success.
LeBron is better than Kawhi. LeBron is better than the Greek Freak. LeBron James is still the best player in the world.
Is there one athlete amongst all the guys that we look at, and amongst all the dudes in the league, Max, that we consider to be great, does any of them put in the work LeBron James puts in? The answer is no. Nobody works on their condition. Nobody works on their physique. Nobody works. I mean, look at all of them. Look at every single one of them. I mean, whether it's a guy that's not cut enough, whether it's a guy that's not strong enough, whether it's a guy that's not in the gym enough, not working on his game enough, not working on his physical condition enough, there is a drop-off because in the end, the number one thing that LeBron has over all of them, which is what we should pay homage to for him above all else, you're the marquee guy. Everyone's gunning for you. And this man never cheats us when it comes to being in that gym and working on his health and conditioning. Nobody.
LeBron James belongs on a Mount Rushmore of basketball. He's one of the greatest basketball players we've ever seen in our lifetime. He's a 3-time champion. He's a 4-time league MVP. He's universally recognized as one of the top 2 to 3 players who's ever lived between him, Jordan, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
There is no getting around. Ain't no elevator to the top. You got to take the stands. The elevator don't go to the top, man. Not in the world of success. You got to take the stands.
You can sit and talk about luck, and you can sit and talk about this, that, or the other thing, but I promise you, the only controllable thing you have is your work ethic. Start matching your work ethic and your actions to your mouth.
When you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep. Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.
I set out a goal 2 years when I came back to bring a championship to this city. I gave everything that I had. I poured my heart, my blood, my sweat, my tears to this game, and against all odds, I don't know why we want to take the hardest road. I don't know why the man above gives me the hardest road, but it's nothing the man above don't put you in situations that you can't handle. And I just kept that same positive attitude, like, instead of saying, why me, they're saying this is what he want me to do. And Cleveland, this is for you.
Tell yourself I will fight until I get to that mark in my life where I can look back and say, look what I went through. I went through all this hell to get to my glory. Every battle that I went through, I fought with everything I had.
Dream as if you'll live forever, live as if you'll die today.
More has been expected of him since 18 years old.
than any other single athlete.
He may only be a sophomore in high school, but LeBron James is already one of the most highly touted basketball players in the country.
For showtime, LeBron James soaring through the air as he jams it home.
But LeBron came in with this 18 with Chosen One and King and monikers. It's really tough to live up to.
He was the chosen one as dubbed by Sports Illustrated.
You think about some of the greatest players ever to don a high school uniform.
Mass media, Skip, from the time this kid was 15 years old, was saying, here he is, the next one.
It was almost like playing in the NBA. People at hotels, girls trying to get up to the room.
First of all, do you know your biological father's whereabouts?
No, not really.
Whenever you're on a pedestal, the people are cheering. But there's a whole lot who want to see you fall.
Like LeBron James, who serve as the ultimate inspiration because they show you what you can overcome.
The 2003 NBA Draft Lottery was one of the most anticipated draws in history.
The second pick goes to...
He has a good heart and he's a good man.
The Memphis Grizzlies. And that means that the first pick in the 2003 NBA Draft goes to... the Cleveland Cavaliers.
With the first pick in the 2003 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
And a lot lies ahead. You will most certainly be the most scrutinized rookie in the history of the NBA.
LeBron James making his much-awaited NBA debut. Jerry, boy, you talk about pressure. Is he going to be able to handle it? Can he handle it? We just don't know.
He is averaging 26, 8, and 9.
How old is he? 12?
Already this year's team owns the franchise record for wins, and they've clinched the best record in the East.
He's still only 18 years and 8 months old. Can he live up to all the hype?
No one can live up to this type of hype.
And their superstar LeBron James is the leading candidate to win his first NBA MVP award.
We never had a guy who was 6'8", 270, who can outrun anybody, can outjump anybody.
Pistons 91, Cavaliers 89. Timeout, Cleveland.
Football, it gets dispersed. Baseball gets dispersed. In basketball, in this sport, the culture of it is, if you're the best player, it's on you.
And the game is tied at 91 with 9.5 to go.
The only hole in his great game is late game heroics. He doesn't have them in his repertoire.
And scores!
Oh my!
What a shot by LeBron James.
Everybody always wants to talk about how much LeBron James is a choker.
This was his arrival game as an NBA superstar, really.
20 of his 39 in the fourth quarter and overtime.
He scores 29 of his team's last 30 points. They pull an upset on the road. If you look, we talk to people who know LeBron and who know his career. It was before Game 5, 2007, and after.
Greatness is defined by how much you want to put into what you do.
Here in Game 5, yet another dramatic finish. And the Cavaliers come away with an improbable victory here at the Palace. This goes down as one of the all-time performances in NBA history. Lewis gets it to LeBron.
James and the buzzer as the Cavaliers have pulled out the tide of the series and won a miraculous shot by James.
The collapses, the chosen one turns frozen one that we've seen repeatedly in the playoffs.
And there's the buzzer. The San Antonio Spurs are NBA champions once again. Their fourth title in 9 years.
In a do-or-die game on the road, a game that people had favored them to win from the start of the playoffs.
Lost it again. Unbelievable. His 9th turnover of the night.
Boston won games 4, 5, and 6. That never, ever happened to Michael Jordan. Lots of analysts, not only at ESPN, but other networks, conclude at 9 o'clock Thursday.
In this fall, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Henceforth, you shall know Darth Vader.
You were the chosen one! A narcissistic, self-promotional build-up that he put on our network.
I hope he never wins anything in Miami. He is dead to me.
It is heartbreaking news for Cleveland. LeBron James is going with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
The worst thing that could ever happen to Cleveland since Modell taking the Browns away.
When you first went to Miami, a lot of critics said that you weren't a likable guy, and they feel like you've changed now.
You can go to Miami and win. It won't be the same.
Can just imagine this summer. He has his 3rd MVP, and the Miami Heat do not have a ring. If there was pressure on him before,
You can feel it. The hatred or whatever the case may be.
Oh! The house of highlights!
You think these guys like passing the ball to each other?
As you said, you feel the hate. You sort of feel all this, and people burning your jersey on TV.
This guy, LeBron James, he's doing stuff that I've never seen before. Bigger, stronger Michael Jordan. I never thought I would say that. I'm not going to say he better than Michael now, but if he can win 5 or 6 championships,
the light to be on the other side. They call it the dark side, or the villain, whatever they call it. And it was definitely challenging.
He can't stand up to the pressure. It was right over Lucas. It was like a step ladder. The higher the expectations, the worse he performs.
Pass in the side of the backboard. Another Kings turnover. A chance to run.
Well, they got what they paid for tonight, baby. That's what they came to see.
And when you look and now start to compare the notes, it tells you about that gene you always talk about that Michael has, that you got to question now whether or not LeBron really has it. The Miami Heat are once again NBA champions. LeBron James captures that elusive title he so desperately coveted.
What's the first thing that ran through your mind?
It's about damn time.
Clinging to a 2-point lead. James pulls up. Back-to-back titles for the Heat. The 2013 NBA championship resides once again in Miami.
Prodigal son returns, it revitalizes an entire city with a few simple words, I'm coming home.
when you make mistakes or you've done something that you didn't feel was the best choice to make, it's how you come back from adversity, how you come back from those pitfalls that define who you are as a man and as a professional athlete.
I think that he has a sense, I think, of completing circles and of his own story. I think he believed that going back to Cleveland would complete a real circle in his career.
This is what I have thought about basically every night since then, was how to get to this point, how to close this circle.
I would be astounded if LeBron James even seriously entertained the notion of going back to Cleveland.
I'm ready to accept the challenge. I'm coming home.
On the internet, a lot of people discuss Jordan and LeBron. It's getting closer by the year.
I can let the world know what I knew all along. I've been chasing this guy in Chicago who's been retired for over a decade.
LeBron James, to me, is easily a top 5 player of all time. For the first 46 minutes. The last 2? I'm not so sure.
And the Golden State Warriors, with a huge win on the road, take a commanding 3-1 lead in these NBA Finals.
I've been highlighting when guys don't show up and handle their business. And tonight, it was LeBron James in the fourth quarter.
It was over. The series was over. I think you know in your heart of hearts, when Golden State went up 3 games to 1.
LeBron James and the Cavs now in a big hole as they head back to Oakland.
I don't know anybody who really believed at that moment that Cleveland had a real chance to win this thing.
Making a statement on both sides of the floor. Says to the 2-time MVP, get it out of here. Not on my watch.
When he was down 3-1 to a 73-win team, the all-time winningest team.
To me, it's no longer King James, it's King Steph. It's his world and his league.
James fakes, James strong.
Is that LeBron James is 31. He doesn't dunk as much. You're not going to get a 45-point night from him. Those days are over.
40 points for LeBron James. Cleveland forces a Game 6.
It will take another Herculean performance by LeBron James to win this game.
No team in NBA history has ever overcome a 3-1 deficit to win the final.
In back-to-back final games.
And we will have a Game 7 in Oakland. And I suspect that come Sunday night at the Oracle in Oakland, California, that Steph Curry is going to make his presence felt emphatically.
Pass right through the hands of Curry. James, a two-handed slam.
I don't think Cleveland has a chance to win this series, even if it goes to Game 7.
Coming back from a 3-1 deficit, being the first team in NBA history to do it.
Here is where legacy is truly made, where legends are made. When you do the impossible.
And they did it. Cleveland fans haven't celebrated a championship in any major sport in 50 years.
It's over. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
If you match him up 31 years old, LeBron's been to over twice as many finals. He got there faster. They both have 3 rings. LeBron's got 1 more regular season MVP and been to over 2 times as many finals as Michael Jordan.
To come back under the intense pressure of playing in front of your home base and said, I am going to win one for Cleveland. He delivered on that promise.
He can never play basketball again. He's one of the 3 greatest players ever.
Does he want to be better than Michael Jordan? Yes.
More has been expected of him since 18 years old than any other single athlete.
This is unbelievable. This is Jordan-esque.
success is defined by how much you want to put into what you do.
LeBron James has got the last 11 points. Is there anything the king can't do or won't do? Let's give this woman the moment of a lifetime. Are you all right, young lady? Give her a hug, pat her on the head, and just in case you were wondering what her reaction, I'm fine. Not only am I fine, folks.
That's a big acquisition for him. Kind of funny rotation on that shot by Schmidt. LeBron trying to draw the charge from Kyrie. Now he gets the ball across the timeline. Helped him up, too. But you got to be really quick. Got to be quick. But LeBron, always mindful. How about that? She will never wash that hand.
They're 23 of 33 from the field. Come on, give me the ball. You got to play. You know things are going well when you can relax and have a little fun during the game.
See, that's great.
With 10:08 to play, as that
tough one tonight.
2 nights in a row.
Yeah, exactly. Lakers fall to 18-13.
for the big guy to go to work. A thrill for those fans over there during the timeouts.
I think team first. It allows me to succeed. It allows my team to succeed.
Shoot lob to LeBron! Out of bounds, slam it with 2, throw it down. I mean, that pass couldn't have been any better.
That 7-0 Oladipo run. Stevenson harassing James. James, oh! A thunderous dunk.
Actually, the Pacers got
a breathtaking facility.
After the shot clock final, St. Vincent St. Mary's.
Shoot 38% from downtown. Here comes LBJ! Look out! Oh, the crowd on their feet. That's what they came to see. If nothing else happens, they're happy now.
3 seconds left. Cleveland triggers in. James, 2 seconds. 1 second for the win. He'll find LeBron up near the timeline. LeBron goes to work, fires a 3 for the win. He's lost it again, and this time James controls it. James all the way in for the slam. LeBron James has put the Lakers in front. Come on. James reads it beautifully. The King rolling down the paint for the easy slam.
Well, Devin just said.
Down to James with a shot clock. Great no loss and Zizic who puts it home.
How about that? Everybody, even myself.
Dangerous pass. Caruso deflects it. James right back to Caruso. Back to James.
Great anticipation and then vision.
Shot clock winding down. James That's his fourth three-pointer. Point guards, love that shot. Picked it back. LeBron James inside. Sam Duck, I'm sorry, but I had to teach your son a lesson. LeBron James teaching a lesson.
LeBron for that board. And how about James? Oh, long-range missile for LeBron James.
LeBron sees a crowd. He turns the corner and just bullets in a powerful tomahawk slam jam. Oh, LeBron James. The bench of Cleveland more excited than anybody in the building right now. Rightfully so. 6 to shoot. James steps back. 3 from there. Knocks him down. LeBron James from downtown. And the Cavs their first lead.
Attention down low. That's a turnover picked up by Williams. Here comes Shannon around. James. LeBron knocked it.
And don't feel bad, Chairman. I've been in this same situation.
Here's Murray. Watch out. James is trailing. And the other way. Davis with 13 seconds.
Look at Randall being physical with James. Shot clock down to 4. LeBron lost it. Now regains. Fires away. And drills it.
I've seen that a lot as an opposing coach, where you think you're playing great defense and he makes one of those shots. It's absolutely disheartening.
And did you see the look on Anthony?
Indiana shooting 60% from the field, and that's James down the lane. We've seen him over the years in a Heat uniform.
Green looking to the front court. Here's LeBron. James, catch, fire, ball game! He did it! LeBron James! On it, the referees are going to check it out now.
Parker in there, blocked by McGee. 3-on-1. Danny Green lob to LBJ. LeBron again. Perfect alley-oop from Danny Green.
Well, if you want to run, you better play some defense. And boy, did you fail.
Howard against Jokic.
James driving and smashing it. He may have just broke the rim. Now a technical foul.
This guy is showing when you show up. That's the way to get your first bucket, Bob.
Finished? No. Picked up by Davis. Here comes James. Ball! Williams and the sledgehammer.
James against Chandler with 5. LeBron driving, falling away over Chandler. What can't he do?
Like we just said, no matter what he throws up, it's going in.
He's got 39. Even LeBron in awe of himself. Now Caruso runs a break. Caldwell Pope goes to the wing here. James! Oh! Punch it home, LeBron! Woo! Push. LeBron wanted to call timeout.
Look at that. No timeout needed. You got LeBron James on the floor.
LeBron has been good tonight. He's still got it.
caught that off the balance.
Porter look at another one, drives, and that's stolen by LeBron. Looped ahead to Hart, to James, and he dunks the ball.
Showtime Lakers. Vintage Showtime Lakers. Deal gloves.
Hart left it up on the board.
34 years old. Oh my.
My goodness.
Oh my.
Not only did he steal it. Here on offense, James with 2 on the clock, double team. Tough shot. Oh! Wow, LeBron does it again. Welcome side of the Lakers. It looks different from last year. Oh, James! Goes up high and sends it back on Stauskas. Now LeBron on the other end. Coast to coast lay-in.
Was some play. He hasn't taken any off-balance shot. Now as he goes up in the air.
James picked up by Layman with 4 to shoot. LeBron drives, is fouled. Count it! 38 for James, and a free throw away from passing Will Chamberlain. Move over Wilt. Make room for LeBron. James, number 5 all-time on the NBA scoring list. Passing.
Kuzma and Howard. LeBron James going by here in the 4th. LeBron James lines it up. And he 7-3 of this quarter. No, he has 3 of it. It's college ball at Utah. James. Oh! James. Heat check. Oh, yeah!
I feel my calling here goes above basketball. There's no reason to play in the NBA if you don't believe you can win it all. I think the reason why I am who I am today is because I went through those tough times when I was younger. I don't need too much glamour and all that stuff don't excite me. I'm just glad I have the game of basketball in my life. I think, team first. It allows me to succeed, it allows my team to succeed. We have an opportunity to get better. I'm ready to accept the challenge. I'm coming home. To being trustworthy? To being successful? How committed are you to being a good father, a good teammate, a good role model? There's that moment every morning when you look in the mirror. Are you committed, or are you not? I have short goals, to get better every day, to help my teammates every day, but my only ultimate goal is to win an NBA championship. It's all that matters. I dream about it. I dream about it all the time, how it would look, how it would feel. It would be so amazing.